Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, tell me. Inbox, set box. Okay. Hello. Can somebody help me? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me your mail ID, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me your mail ID?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Adnan Zahiruddin.
Spell it. Spell it.
ADNN.
ADNAN.
AH.
Huh?
ZAH.
Adnan AH. Okay.
No, sir. ZAH. Z.
ZAH.
ER.
ER.
Double ER.
Okay.
UDD.
Excuse me?
UDD. D, sir. D.
UDD
IN.
at the rate.
No, sir. 1010@gmail.com.
1010
सर कॉपी करके भेज देते
at the rate of gmail.com. Okay. Yes, I got it. I have sent you one mail. I want you to check.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Okay. So, what we were
Yes,
talking
sir. I got it.
Oh, congratulations. What is there in your mail?
Solutions PDF, sir.
Solutions lesson PDF. Yes. I think you can share with your friends. The problem is, I don't know whether I will be able to share it. I'm trying. This is a solutions PDF, as we have sent a PDF of solid state. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Hello. We were talking about colligative properties. Do you remember them, sir?
Yes.
Actually, my strength only 24 members joined. There are so many students, right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the strength of this class?
70.
Because this is SL40 and SL41, both the classes together it is.
70, sir.
Now, where are the other fellows? Maybe other class is going on or what?
No, sir.
And there must be some other maths class. Otherwise,
Sir did not, Kazim sir did not text, sir.
Kazim sir did not?
Text.
Why?
Every day we'll send links, sir, so all will join.
I check up with Kazim right away. But this is a recurring meeting, no? Why every day Kazim should send? No, this is very important. Today's lecture, if you miss, you will be in trouble. All other lectures will be affected. Because today I am going to talk very fundamental. Okay. I don't know who are missing. SL40 is missing.
Sir, you are there, sir.
SL41 are there, 40 are there. But 41 only 3 I am seeing.
Take your vaccine on your turn. For more information, call 1075 or visit www.mihfw.gov.in.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kazim. Many students did not join. My God.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Many students, seniors have not joined.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
Lesson is very important. Please send them.
Yes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I am temptation to speak, but they will be missing. Sir, what is a colligative property? Let us revise this. Colligative property. A property of solution that depends only on what, sir? Only on, yes, number of moles
Moles.
of solute, but not on its nature. For example, if you are dissolving some urea, say you dissolve 1 mole urea in 1 liter water, the boiling point of water will rise from 100 degrees. The extent to which it rises is given by Kb into M, where molality delta Tb boiling point elevation is equal to a constant into molality. The increase in the boiling point is directly proportional to molality. Whether you are taking 1 molar glucose solution, 1 molar urea solution, 1 molar sucrose solution, 1 molar some other solution hardly matters. If it is 1 molar, elevation in boiling point is same. Are we very clear?
Sir, can you write down book, sir?
Yesterday you only said no, you wanted me to use both. Okay, I'm closing the meeting. I start
No,
again.
sir, book is comfortable.
I don't know, only for you book is comfortable. All others asked me to use the tab. So I have switched it to tab. Okay, I'm closing the meeting. I start in the mobile.
Sir, white is better, sir.
Hello? I really don't know. I am worried whether we should do it in tab or in book. Okay, for change, I will close the meeting and do it in mobile. Okay? Should we do right now?
Yes, sir.
whether it is urea, whether it is any other solute, always a drop in vapor pressure of this aqueous solution is same. In other words, vapor pressure of pure water minus vapor pressure of a given solution is equal to a constant vapor pressure of pure water into mole fraction of solute. Also, if you are putting a concentrated solution in a potato chip, you can make a cup with potato. Outside the potato, you can put water. This solution is concentrated because you dissolved some solute. It is diluted. Now water will gush into this with a certain pressure. Through the potato body, the water is gushing in. This phenomena where water from the diluted solution is entering into the concentrated solution with a certain force is called osmosis. The osmotic pressure, the force with which it comes is called pi. Pi is equal to number of moles of the solute dissolved into R into T by volume of the solution. If the number of moles of solute dissolved in this is same, whether it is urea, glucose, sucrose or anything, the pressure or the osmotic pressure is always same. It means osmotic pressure depends on number of moles of solute dissolved in a solvent, but not on its nature. Therefore, all these properties, the drop in vapor pressure or lowering of vapor pressure of a solution, the osmotic pressure created by a solution, the elevation in the boiling point of a solution when compared with pure solvent, the drop in the freezing point of a solution when compared with pure solvent, always depends on the number of moles of solute, or it is a colligative property. Are we clear about it, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the second part of the lesson, we study about colligative properties. But here I have a passing comment. If delta TB is a colligative property, if I double the molality or if I increase the molality by 4 times, what happens to this constant, sir? Will it get doubled? Will it get 4 times? Will it become half? Will it remain same?
Remains same because
Remains
it's
same.
constant.
Any proportionality constant remains the same even if you change the molality or number of moles of solute because it is a constant. Can you guess what could be its units? Delta TB is equal to Kb into M. What could be the units of Kb? Can you guess, sir? If the unit of molality is moles per kg, the unit of delta TB is, say, degree centigrade. What could be the unit of Kb? Can you guess? Are you able to see what I am writing here? Hello?
Yes.
The right part is not visible.
Excuse me? I
Right
don't
side
know.
part, sir.
Okay. I really have difficulty in this system. Okay.
Sir, can you make the camera
Yes, sir.
horizontal, sir? That way
What
we
is the
can
unit
cover.
of that, sir? So I am showing you delta TB is equal to Kb into M. You know M is moles per kg. Delta TB is degree Kelvin, okay. What is the unit of Kb?
Kelvin kg per mole.
Kelvin. Yes.
K Kelvin, K Kelvin kg per mole. If it is Kelvin kg per mole, okay, what happens if you are multiplying it with moles per kg, then you will be getting what, sir? K kg square, I don't know. What could be the unit of Kb? Unit of Kb must be equal to, unit of these two must be equal to K, yes or no?
Yes.
Delta
Yes, sir.
TB is equal to Kb into M. This is moles per kg. This is Kelvin. So product of these two units must be equal to K. When it can be equal to K? It should be
Kelvin
K
kg per mole.
kg per
Kelvin
mole.
kg per mole.
Okay, that is the unit of kb, k kg per mole. Anyway, that's all different. I'm not interested in that. Mainly, I'm interested to talk to you today. There are many methods to express concentration of a solution. A, molarity. You know what is molarity, sir?
Number of moles divided by
Number
1
of
liter.
moles present divided by volume of solution in liters. Or I would say number of millimoles of solute divided by volume in milliliters. Yes, sir. It is number of moles by volume in liters or number of millimoles by volume in milliliter. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Sir, how to get number of moles, sir? Suppose somebody tells you molarity, somebody tells you volume in liters. How do you get how many moles are dissolved?
Given mass by molar
By
mass.
molar mass.
Obviously, number of moles dissolved is equal to molarity into volume. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Molarity into volume in liters. Anyway, next thing is, if you are given weight of a substance in grams, weight of a solute in grams divided by its gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml is another formula to work out the molarity. Because weight by molecular weight corresponds to number of moles and this part corresponds to divided by volume in liters. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that one semi-molar solution means half molar solution? Decimolar solution means
0.1 molar.
0.1 molar solution. Centimolar solution means 0.01 molar solution. Do we know?
Yes, sir.
Sir, whenever I am mixing two solutions of same kind, suppose I am preparing NaOH solution of 1 molar and I made another NaOH solution of 2 molar. I have taken this 2 liters, I have taken this 3 liters. Whenever I am mixing two different solutions of same kind, resulting mixture solution molarity is M1V1 plus M2V2 by
V1 plus V2.
V final. Why I am using V final? V final can be equal to volume of first solution plus volume of second solution. Sometimes you may add water also. We don't know. So V final is equal to V1 plus V2 plus whatever the other volumes you are adding. Are we very clear?
Yes, sir.
Now the problems can be sometimes tricky in this context. Let us try to look at some problems after a while. But at the moment, I am interested to look at other scales introduction. The other scale of expressing concentration is normality. Sir, what is normality? Molarity into
Quality by-
n factor is equal to normality. Then what is n factor? For HCl, which is an acid that gives only one H plus ion per molecule, n factor is 1. That is number of H plus ions given by an acid molecule called basicity. For H2SO4, what is n factor, sir?
2.
2. For H3PO4, what is n factor, sir?
3.
Hello.
3, sir.
3, sir. 3, sir.
For NaOH, what is n factor, sir?
1.
For barium hydroxide, what is n factor, sir?
2.
Because for a base, how many OH minus ions can come from each molecule is
Acidity or N.
acidity. A base will have acidity, an acid will have basicity. By basicity of an acid, I mean how many H plus a molecule can give. By acidity of a base, I mean how many OH minus it can give. If I am taking KMnO4 in acidic medium, permanganate in acidic medium can eat 5 electrons. Somebody who is taking electrons is called as a oxidizing agent. So in acidic medium, permanganate can eat 5 electrons per molecule. So its n factor is 5. The same permanganate in basic medium can eat only 3 electrons, unfortunately. Therefore, its N factor is 3. Can we see it clearly, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So sometimes when permanganate is very strong base, it is reacting, strong base. And when there is electric current, the pink color permanganate, which is +7, can become green color manganate, Mn +6, where it gains only 1 electron. So depending on when KMnO4 Mn +7 is becoming Mn +2 in acidic medium, N factor is 5 because it is taking 5 electrons. In basic medium, when MnO4 minus is becoming Mn +4 as MnO2, then it is gaining only 3 electrons, N factor is 3. Permanganate, where Mn +7 gains only 1 electron to become green color MnO4 2 minus manganate, its N factor is 1. If I know N factor, molecular weight by N factor is called equivalent weight. What is the equivalent weight, sir? Molecular weight by?
N factor.
In fact,
Yeah. What is the equivalent weight of H2SO4? Molecular weight by 249. So if I am dissolving one equivalent weight of H2SO4, that is 49 grams of H2SO4 in 1 liter, it is called one normal solution. So number of equivalent weights divided by volume in liters is called normality. How to get number of equivalent weights? Weight of solute by equivalent weight into 1000 by volume. So this formula is same as molarity. In molarity, you have taken weight divided by molecular weight. For normality, you take weight divided by equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? M by N. Are we seeing it very clearly, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, molarity scale is based on volume. Even normality scale is based on volume. But the difference is molarity scale is talking about how many moles of solute dissolved, whereas normality scale is talking about how many equivalent weights of solute dissolved. Generally, formula looks like weight by molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml is molarity, whereas weight by equivalent weight into 1000 by volume in ml is normality. Instead of equivalent weight, what I can write, sir? Weight by molecular weight divided by n into 1000 by volume in ml. If you carefully see, normality is equal to
N
weight
into
by
molarity.
molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml is molarity. Molarity into N factor. Can we see it, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now, have you seen the relation normality is equal to molarity into N factor? Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So there are two scales to say concentration of a solution. One is normality, one is
Molarity.
molarity. Both are based on volumes of solution. Okay, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm wondering, if you are saying how many moles of solute is there in 1 kg solvent, then this is called molality. Molality is based on kgs. Volume is affected by temperature, but mass in kg is never affected by temperature. Molality is never affected by temperature because it is based on mass. Then molality is equal to weight of solute by molecular weight into 1000 by mass of solvent in grams. Can you see it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yes,
weight
sir.
of solute in grams by molecular weight into 1000 by mass of solvent in grams is called what, sir?
Molality.
Is called what? Molality. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Great difficulty in this mobile. I don't know whether it is getting disconnected or whether we are molality. Finally, I want to look at what is mole fraction. Mole fraction of solute is equal to, in any solution, number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. Can you see it clearly? Mole fraction means how many moles of solute is there out of total how many moles. Suppose if I dissolve 1 mole of glucose in 25 moles of water, what is mole fraction of glucose?
1 by
1 by.
26.
Can we see it clearly, sir?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
take
sir.
another thing. I take 90 grams of glucose. I put it in 90 grams of water. What is mole fraction of glucose? Mole fraction of glucose is equal to number of moles of glucose by number of moles of glucose plus number of moles of water. Do you agree? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
number of moles of glucose is equal to weight of glucose by molecular weight, that is 0.5. Number of moles of water is equal to weight of water divided by molecular weight of water, that is 5.
5.
Therefore, mole fraction of glucose is equal to number of moles of glucose divided by number of moles of glucose plus number of moles of water.
1
5
by
by
11.
55, 1 by 11. Agreed or not, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now let us look at this problem differently. 90 grams glucose, 90 grams water. What is the mole fraction, sir?
1 by 11.
1 by 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, for this solution, same problem, 90 grams glucose, 90 grams water. What is molality, sir? Molality means weight of glucose by molecular weight of glucose into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams, that is 90. Can we see it clearly, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, what is its molality? It is 5.5. Yes or no? 1000 by 180. What is 1000 by 180? Use your calculator and see what it is. Hello.
5.5.
Okay, sir. Now I want to know, for the solution molality is 5.5. For the solution mole fraction of solute is equal to 1 by 11. Just now we have solved the problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now I
Yes.
want to know what is the relation between these two. I will examine. What is molality, sir? Molality is number of moles of solute present in 1 kg solvent.
Solvent.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is mole fraction of solute? Number of moles of solute, numerator is same, divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent.
Solvent.
Sir, number of moles of solute is how much in the previous case? What is the number of moles of solute?
5.
Molality?
Molality
So
5.5.
mole fraction of solute is equal to molality, that is number of moles of solute in 1 kg, divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. In 1 kg, how many moles of solvent are there? 1000 by 18. 1000 is 1 kg in grams. 18 is molecular weight of water. So mole fraction of solute is equal to 5.5 by 5.5 plus. Sir, what is the number of moles of solute? Sir, we have posted it incorrectly. What is Okay. Okay. What is the number of moles of solute in our previous case? Hello. What is the number of moles of solute?
0.5, sir.
0.5.
Number of moles of solute is 0.5. I think we have written incorrectly. I will write. What is molality? I'm sorry, I'm doing again. Molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by
1 kg of solvent.
1 kg solvent, 1000 grams solvent. What is the number of moles of solute in previous case? Number of moles of solute is equal to weight by molecular weight, 0.5. Have you seen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So here I will write number of moles of solute as 0.5. And now mole fraction is equal to, mole fraction of solute is equal to number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. In 1000 grams, how many moles of water is there? Means 1000 by 80. It is equal to 0.5 by 0.5 plus 5.5. So it is 0.5 by, how much it is, sir?
6, sir.
So how much it is equal to, sir? Is equal to how much, sir? Sir, the 1000 by 18 is how much? I misplaced this. I don't know. The setup is causing me inconvenient to write. Sir, we are doing this problem again. All of you, look here. Problem I am writing. Time is getting wasted. 90 grams glucose dissolved in 90 grams water. What is molality? What is mole fraction? Is that the problem, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am doing the same problem again. I don't know. 90 molality is equal to weight by molecular weight of glucose 180. Do you know molecular weight of glucose 180?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Always I get a doubt whether we are connected or connection broken. So weight by molecular weight into 1000 by weight of solvent. What is the weight of solvent?
90 gram.
So it is equal to how much, sir? Okay.
5.5. Yes, sir.
Now what is the mole fraction of this? Mole fraction of solute is equal to number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus solvent. Yes?
Yes.
So what is the number of moles
Yes.
of solute? Number of moles of
0.5.
solute is how much?
0.5.
0.5.
90 by
How you
180.
got 0.5? Weight by molecular weight divided by number of moles of solute plus, what is the number of moles of solvent, sir? Number of moles of solvent is equal to weight
1000
of
by-
solvent by molecular weight. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. 90.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
90 by 18 is 5. Is equal to 1 by 11. Yes, sir. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to give you a relation. Always mole fraction of solute is equal to molality by molality plus 1000 by molecular weight of solvent. Solvent in this case is water. Check in, sometimes they take water, sometimes they take carbon tetrachloride, whatever. This is the relation. Can you see this relation? Mole
Yeah.
fraction of solute is equal to molality by molality plus 1000 by molecular weight of solvent. Is that fine?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, so far you have seen molarity scale based on volume, normality scale based on volume, molality scale based on mass of 1 kg, mole fraction based on number of moles. In these four, this and this are affected by temperature. Temperature changes them because volume changes with temperature. This and this are not affected by temperature. Why they are not affected by temperature? because mass will not change with temperature. Number of moles will not change with temperature. So molarity, normality are bad scales. Molality, mole fraction are better scales. Why like that, sir? Hello?
Because they're temperature independent.
Now let us look at ppm scale. ppm scale is a scale used to say concentration of very diluted solutions. It will say how many milligrams of solute is there in 1 kg of solution. Again, this is based on mass. So ppm scale is also not affected by temperature. Are we
Temperature.
clean?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am saying 5 milligrams of calcium sulfate dissolved in 25 kg water. What is its concentration in ppm scale means 5 by 25, 1 by 5, 0.2 ppm. It is the
0.2.
shortcut to solve. Always the ppm scale is equal to milligrams of salt. Don't worry about its molecular weight. Simply milligrams of salt or milligrams of the solute divided by weight of solvent in kgs. Okay, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir, weight
One
of
more idea.
solvent or weight of solution?
It's the weight of solvent because solute is so small. Solute is in milligrams. Solvent is in kgs. So you can ignore the milligrams when you are comparing with kgs. So you take weight of solvent only in kgs.
Understood, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we understood which is affected by temperature, which is not. Suppose you are telling 20 grams of glucose you dissolved in 80 grams water. So weight of glucose by weight of glucose plus weight of water into 100 is called weight percentage. What is weight percentage or mass percentage? Mass percentage is equal to mass of solute by mass of solute plus mass of solvent into 100. This is called mass percentage. Even mass percentage is based on mass, so it is not affected by temperature. Are we clean on this, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir, clear.
Hello.
Are we clean on this?
Yes, sir.
Now we are looking at next idea, sir. Now we are looking at next idea. You have 2 molar Na2CO3 of 5 liters, 1 molar Na2CO3 of 5 liters. You mixed them. Now in the solution, what is molarity of Na plus ions? Oh, dirty question. You have taken Na2CO3, you want to know molarity of Na plus ions, not Na2CO3. See the complication. 2 molar 5 liters Na2CO3, 1 molar 5 liters Na2CO3 were mixed. After mixing in the solution, what is the molarity of Na plus ions? There are 4 ladies and there are 6 gents. All they are standing together. 4 ladies and 6 gents, all are standing together. Now, how many legs they have? How many legs they have, sir? Hello?
20 legs.
20.
Similarly, here he is asking, I am mixing 5 liter 2 molar, 5 liter 1 molar, and in the mixture, what is the concentration of Na plus? First, you work out what is the concentration of Na2CO3 in mixture. Concentration of Na2CO3 in mixture is equal to M1V1 plus M2V2 by V final. That is equal to 5 into 2 plus 1 into 5 by 10. That is equal
1.5.
to 1.5 molar. Now each Na2CO3 has 2 Na plus. So concentration of Na plus ions, I put it in square bracket, read it as concentration Na plus is equal to 1.5 into 2, 3. Are we clean?
Yes, sir.
Now here is a question. I decided to prepare 2 molar, say, HCl solution in 500 ml. But my HCl is 70% pure. How much HCl I should take? I need. Can you read this problem, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you see this problem?
Yes, sir.
Now I will solve. I want to know weight of HCl. I know formula. Molarity is equal to weight of solute by molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml. So molarity, I want to make 2. Weight, I have to find out. Molecular weight of HCl, 36.5. Volume I want to prepare is 500. Now, can I find out what is the weight of HCl I need? Hello?
36.5.
The weight of HCl I need is 36.5 into 2 by 2. How much weight I require, sir?
36.
Hello? 36.5 grams I need if it is 100% pure. But unfortunately, my HCl is how much pure?
70%.
70%.
So now what I should do? Should I take it more or less? You want to have a prawn curry in your home. There are 6 members in your home. So how many grams of prawn curry you can eat, sir? Hello? Hello? Do you like prawns?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many grams of prawn curry you can eat?
1 kg.
A stupid fellow, you can't eat 1 kg. Your father cannot bring so many kgs every day. Really, in your family, all the members together may eat 1 kg. I don't know. If you alone eat 1 kg,
That only I am
if there
telling,
are
sir.
if there are 6 members in your home, your father should bring 6 kgs of prawn. Kg of
No,
prawn may be costly, I think.
1 kg whole family.
I'm asking you a humble question, sir. How many grams of prawn curry one individual can eat?
100.
100 grams. Okay, sir? Suppose you can eat 100 grams. So 6 members require 6 into 100, 600 grams. Agreed, sir? Hello?
Agreed,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Now, suppose in prawn, there will be always some wastage. Okay? Because something is to be removed. Is there anything to be removed or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Certain parts.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I suppose for every, there is some 4, I will say there is some 40% wastage. I would say that prawn is only 60% pure. So how many grams of prawns your father should bring? Your family members require 600
1,000
grams of pure prawns for curry. Now only prawns are 60% pure. How much
1
you should
kg,
bring?
sir.
How you will
1,000
work out is
1 kg.
how you
1
will
kg.
work out is if I want 60 grams, I should get 100 grams of prawn because 40% is wastage. So if I want 600 grams, how much I should bring? 100 by 60
1 kg.
into actual weight I want. Can I see it is 1 kg?
Sir, we
Hello,
can't
sir.
see down.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in this problem, sir, you wanted to prepare, say, 2 molar HCl aqueous solution in 500 ml. If HCl is, what percentage pure I said? 70% pure. How much HCl I need? How much HCl I should weigh? I should take. Now what I do is first molarity is equal to weight by molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml. Molarity I need is 2. Weight I have to find out. Molecular weight of HCl is 36.5. 1000 by, I want to prepare it in 500. So weight I need is how much, sir? Weight of pure HCl I need is how much?
36.
36.5 grams. The 36.5 grams is needed if it is 100% pure. But my HCl is how much percent pure, sir?
70%.
So this means that if I want 70 grams of pure HCl, I should take 100 grams of sample.
Yes.
So if I want 36.5 grams pure, how much I should take? 100 by 70 into 36.5. Can you see it, sir? Can you
Yes,
work
sir.
out?
Yes, sir.
These many grams I should take.
Sir,
Sometimes there is a craze.
last step, sir, 70 grams equal to 100
What did you say?
per sample. That last step, sir, can you
Hello?
explain once again?
Sir is saying to explain again from 70 gram pure.
Last point, sir.
See, please, yeah, this is a 5th class problem, man. 5th class, I tell you. 70 grams of pure substance is equal to 100 grams sample because you are saying it is 70% pure. 70%, cent means 100. When you say 70% pure, in every cent, in every 100 grams, only 70 grams is useful, 30% is wasted. You are saying 70 grams is useful out of 100. So if you want to have 36.5 grams of pure sample, how much you should take? Simple math. This is the weight I should take.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there is a crazy question. If I take pure water, whose density is 1? No need to say density of water is 1 gram per ml. It is always 1. If I take pure water, what is its molarity? A very crazy question. Molarity we normally use for solutions. Can pure water be called as a solution? Hello? Hello?
No, sir, because no solute
sir.
is mixed in.
But this question appeared in hello. Yeah, do you think, are you able to hear my voice or is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Sir, I am saying once they ask in IIT, what is the molarity of pure water? By molarity, we mean number of moles present in 1 liter. Therefore, I will find out 1 liter pure water means 1000 ml into density. That is 1000 grams. So 1 liter water means practically 1000 grams. Now, number of moles present in 1 liter is equal to 1000 by 18. That is 55.555. So pure water's molarity is equal to 55.555. If they give me any pure substance and ask a stupid question, what I should do? 1000 into density by molecular weight. Because 1000 into density will give me its mass in grams per 1 liter. So number of moles in 1 liter is called molarity. That's the way. Are we very clean?
Yes.
So I would say
Yes.
that density of H2SO4 is 1.98 grams per ml. What is molarity of H2SO4? It is 1.98 grams per ml. So 1.98 into 1000. That is the mass per 1 liter. That divided by molecular weight. Can you see it?
Yes, sir. So you are muted.
And got reconnected again. I don't mute anybody. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we understood now what is molarity. Molarity means number of moles of solute per 1 liter of solution. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
We understood what is normality. Normality means number of equivalents of solute per 1 liter of solution. We understood what is the molarity of a mixture of two solutions, M1, B1 plus M2, V2 by B1 plus V2. We understood what is mole fraction, number of moles of one component divided by number of moles of all the components. We noticed that only molarity and normality are affected by temperature, but not mole fraction or molality or mass percentage. We also noticed that if they ask me molarity of a pure component, I will see that 1 liter corresponds to what mass? In that mass, I will see how many moles are there. Okay? Okay, sir. Do I know that mole fraction, any fraction is always less than 1? Do I know that mole fraction is always less than 1, but it is always greater than 0? Sometimes in a very diluted solution, mole fraction may tend to be 0. Yeah. If you take 1 ppm solution, it is so diluted, mole fraction actually tends to 0. But usually 0 is less than or very rarely equal to mole fraction. Mole fraction is less than or equal to 1. In very concentrated solution, mole fraction tended to 1. In very diluted solution, mole fraction tended to 0. But usually 0 is less than, mole fraction is less than 1. And mind you that mole fraction can never become negative. Are we very clear about it, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So today I gave you a overall idea about different scales of expressing concentrations with all simple problems, but the problems can be really complicated. Okay, sir? Complicated problems I have not touched. I have given you very simple problems. Is an introductory. This is the second class, actually introductory class. So we have seen that in the overall lesson, you will be coming across different method. What are different types of solutions? Solid, 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 liquid, solid, gas, liquid, 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 solid, liquid, gas, 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 liquid, gas, solid. And if you have only 2 components in a solution, I call it as a binary solution. If there are more than 2 components, say 3 components, I call it as a ternary solution, so on. In our syllabus, we have binary solutions. And we are focusing on 2 types of solutions. Solutions which are in liquid state at room temperature, and solutions which are made by dissolving gases in water and solids in water. Normally in IITG Advanced, they are asking problems related to gas dissolved in water. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
gas
Yes, sir.
dissolved in water means that is guided by Henry's law. Henry's law we are going to discuss in the next class. That is very important. One complete period I give for Henry's law. Normally teachers avoid that. But I tell you that in detail because we can expect a question in advance in that. So on Henry's law we discuss. And next, what are the methods of expressing concentration we have seen? Third point is, what are the colligative properties? If you study these 3 areas, your chapter is over. How many days you take to do this chapter depends on your interest and ability. We can complete it in 4 days or 10 days or 1 month. But mostly you have to work it out. Okay, sir?
Yes,
For
sir.
tomorrow
Yes, sir.
exam, whatever I have done till today is there. Solid state, I have sent the material. Solutions, just now I have sent the mail to somebody, that fellow will share with you. I have a difficulty in sharing, so I have mailed it. If anybody wants, I can send a mail to them also. Okay, I try to put it in the group right away. Let me see whether I can put in the group. Sir, you have to give me your critical comment. If you don't follow, you can be very frank. I will try to repeat. No emotions. Okay, at the end of the day, I want you to get a respectable seat in your IIT. You understand? Inshallah, you should get a seat in what?
IIT.
AD, sir.
Today, inshallah, should become tomorrow, mashallah. That is my concept. You know what is the difference between inshallah and mashallah? To prepare us, nobody is talking.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Inshallah means, sir, it should happen. Mashallah, we will say after it happens.
Hmm? Well, I'm not able to hear your voice, man. What is the difference between inshallah and mashallah?
Inshallah is for future purposes, sir. Mashallah is for what has happened.
Yes, sir.
Your system mic is very bad. I'm afraid whether my voice is also like that.
Sir, your system, I think,
Sir,
gone.
my system has gone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me, what is the difference between inshallah and mashallah?
Inshallah means by the will of God. Like if you want to do
Mhm.
an action, we say, may our action be successful by the will of God.
Then
And
what is
mashallah means when the action is done, we say mashallah to glorify the beauty of the action. And we say this glory only belongs to Allah.
that's what
The
I'm
glory of
saying.
this action of the gift only belongs to Allah.
So my concept is correct. We have to work hard. So transform inshallah to mashallah. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So work hard. Let us enjoy doing it. And tomorrow exam, you have solid state, whatever we completed, and the solutions of till today, whatever I completed. Okay. And the
Yes,
notes like solid state, if possible, I'll try to share you right after this class. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you,
Read the
sir.
NCERT
Take care,
book.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.